No kids run around naked.
We are live. Hello. Welcome to the Expat Prosperity Show number 4. We apologise for the technical difficulties, but we've sorted it. We hope we don't lose anyone in the process. And we've had a few laughs. So I want to introduce firstly my co-host, Kim Justice, and we're super excited with our guest, who is Yaseen Ahmed. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Kim.
Hey everyone, welcome. And we are excited to bring episode 4 to you because we have a very special guest today, just like Michelle said. And for those of you who've been watching for the last 4 weeks, or maybe you're just joining us for the first time, we're here, Michelle and Kim, to bring to you a way for you to be able to learn more about the digital marketing world, for you to learn about different lifestyle, especially when it comes to travel, because as you know, Michelle and I, or maybe you don't know, maybe this is your first time, but Michelle and I, we love to travel. Michelle travels with her family. I personally travel with my boyfriend, Chris, and we've been all around the world, and Michelle and I have actually traveled a lot together to different events and different mastermind events. And we're here to bring together our aha moments. We're here to bring not only our experience and what has worked for us to create 10K months online, but also to bring other people too, to educate you, the viewer, on how you can how to leverage the internet for your own business, whether through social media marketing or through other avenues on the internet. Number 2, if you're interested in multiple revenue streams, we have a lot of different income streams and we present them to you. And what we have found that's worked super well for us to create that 6-figure annual income, as well as if you want a complete lifestyle change, because we're here because we have this vision to help people create this life by their design, to create a life of freedom where they literally wake up every morning excited about their day, how they're going to spend their day, booking trips, doing things that they love to do, especially fulfilling work. And that's what we are here to share with you, our experience, and also bring in like-minded people who have also had amazing success in the digital space. So we here have a very special guest, Yaseen, and what we're going to do is we keep things really fresh and just really laid back here. Typically, Michelle and I are drinking. She's usually drinking at noon, and I'm drinking around noon. It's water. It's water today, guys. And Yaseen, he's actually 19 years old, so he can't
drink. Yeah.
But it's so exciting to have someone as young as Yaseen here, because we really want to share the message today, how you can have success at any age. And he's going to share his story. He's going to share a little bit of his background. Plus, we're going to get real deep, guys, into the details of his business, and he's going to share that with you as well. So make sure that if you're watching this, you want to pause and grab a notebook. You want to have a notebook ready to go, as well as a pen, and just turn off all distractions, turn off Facebook, turn off your cell phone, and you want to tune in because Yaseen's going to share a lot of great nuggets for you to take home, because he's actually a brand new newbie to the business. He has really never had that liftoff online before, and he's actually created a income story of over $11,000 in the last 30 days, and he's going to share with you how he did it. And so, Yaseen, it's amazing to have you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. First of all, I'm kind of nervous. It's my first time going live and actually doing videos and stuff. But it's also, I'm also excited to be on here. I think it's going to be another breakthrough that I get to, experience this and, move on with this, because I've always been afraid of doing it. but it's time. I think it's time. So thanks for having me.
I'm captivated already. You're a natural. You're a natural man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Michelle.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's a natural, and it's awesome. And we've come from all four corners of the world, with myself being down under in New Zealand and Kim's from Chicago in the States. And Yaseen, I really want to share where you're from, what your background is, and why did you start working online? What was the draw card there?
All right. So 6 years ago, I decided, my dad decided to bring me here. I've been a U.S. citizen ever since I was a little kid. Even though I was living in Yemen, I came from Yemen, but I've been a citizen. So at the age of 13, I was around 13 years old. We decided to come here. I needed to renew my passport and all that stuff, and so I came here, and I knew that this is the country of opportunity, education, all that stuff, So I was really excited, and I only came here with my dad. I didn't come here with the whole family. My mom was still back there, my brothers. I really liked it so much, and that I didn't want to go back, even though I love my mom and I wanted to be with her. I was 13, but I still loved this so much, So I decided to stay with him. So I stayed there for almost a year without my family. Basically just living with my dad, going to school. I started going to a middle school first. I think I did half a year of middle school, and then I moved on to junior high and then high school. I did really good, even though, it was English was my second language. I had no prior, English speaking experience or anything. So I was doing really good, I think. And then throughout high school, I still did really good. I graduated with a really good GPA. And then actually, when I was a senior, I was also, instead of going to high school, I was doing this program where you're going to college instead, while you're in high school. And so I had more time on my hand, even I was working as well, but I had a lot more time. And then what got me into this, online business was I saw an ad on Facebook, and it wasn't even network marketing. It wasn't about this. It was for Amazon, how to sell on Amazon and stuff, because this Amazon FBA was getting really popular. And so I really liked the idea. I like the simplicity of it. There isn't so many opportunities where you can start a business with not so much capital, not having a place to rent, all that. So I was totally new to this online. I didn't even know people make money online. Okay. And so on that, on Amazon, but the biggest problem is that I just jumped on it. I took action right away. I didn't learn anything. I didn't get a mentor. Jumped on it and then started, applying and just starting to sell and stuff on Amazon. But that was a total failure. And then as I started doing it, I did it for 4 months, and I was still a senior in high school. But then I was losing a lot of money, and I'm just so grateful to have my dad in my life. He's helped me through a lot, and especially financially. I spent a lot on Amazon. I'm not even gonna share because that was just crazy, thousands of dollars. But the problem is, I think I would have done good if I got a mentor and I actually learned something. But I was trying to get rich quick, basically, and so that was really bad.
Yeah.
And so after that, when I started seeing that this wasn't for me, I wasn't doing good. I was losing all that money. I also saw another ad at the same time. I saw a network marketing ad. It was for this Facebook group. They were networking for a company, and I had no idea what he was saying or how they were gonna make money. But then he also they had a webinar that they guided that the people watch, and then if they like the idea, they join their business. And so I watched the webinar, did all that. I jumped on their business, And then that was the first network marketing company that I ever got in. It was my first time. I didn't even know what marketing even meant. Like I had no clue, no experience. But I decided that, you know, like you've got to learn, you know, that's the way to do it, right? So I jumped on, and then I started learning and all that. But the biggest thing that was the killer for me was I like the products, like the group, everything. But what I didn't like is their marketing strategies. I had some experience with the Facebook ads. That was the biggest thing that that really like put me down. So I started doing that, and then I didn't really do good with Facebook ads. I kept getting shut down, like from Facebook, because you're not really allowed to, you know, like run capture pages and stuff on their, you know, on their platform. So that was the biggest problem. And then I at the same time that I was doing that, I kind of I developed a relationship with my current sponsor, Lizelle. She's just great. She is amazing. And she was helping me through it, even though she knew I was struggling with ads and stuff. She still helped me through it. It's amazing.
Awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. And Lizelle, yes, she is great.
Yeah. And what's great about, you know, Facebook in general is that it does a great job at piquing people's interest of the industry in general, of online marketing. And we come across people all the time who have, you know, joined different opportunities, or they try different strategies, and they just bounce around, and then eventually they land on, you know, our program, right? And so it's really great to hear your background as far as you do have experience with trying different things, and it's all about what works for you, right? And so, you know, maybe a lot of people can relate to what is now working with you. So what are those top 3 breakthroughs or aha moments that you've had that propelled you from getting no results with any of the things that you were doing to now in the last 30 days having an 11K month? What were those top 3 breakthroughs that you've had?
Yeah, I've actually had a lot of breakthroughs, especially undergoing this millionaire mentoring by our mentor Darren. And one of the biggest ones, and the one that I used to talk to my sponsor Lizelle about it, is my age. I was 18 when I first started, and so I thought that being that young was a problem. I was thinking that people aren't gonna take me serious. People are gonna, you know, just call me a scammer or whatever, you know. So that really kind of put me down, and like I started thinking, you know what? Maybe I'll just wait. I'll just finish college, and then maybe start doing this, right? And so I was using different strategies. I did paid ads. I did Instagram for a little bit. So I tried all those, but like, aside from the strategies and all that, I was battling with myself. You know, it was a struggle within myself. You know, thinking that I wasn't, you know, old enough for this. I wasn't ready for this. So that kind of put me down. You know, like I realized that it's all about mindset. You know. So I realized that, but then, you know, as I started this millionaire mentoring, I realized that I can use my age as an advantage, especially knowing that like one of our teammates, the 17-year-old, Robbie Godsell, I think he made like $35,000 in his first month in marketing ever, you know? So I was like, okay, you're 19, you're older than that guy. And he's made way more than you have ever made. So you can do it too, right? So I started using my age as an advantage, you know, over some other people. And so I was trying to hide myself first and like hide my age, but now I'm more, you know, I'm expressing it more and, you know, showing really like who I am, you know, my experience, all of that stuff. And, you know, people connect with you, you know? And so that was the first breakthrough. And then the second breakthrough is I realized that my business it wasn't gonna run by itself, you know. Even though it's online, you know, you can automate it somehow, but still it wasn't gonna run on its own, right? I was going through I was going to college full time, and I still am, and then I was also working a full-time job. I was a valet, so I was, you know, I was driving, parking cars and stuff, and so I had to realize, and I also was running this business, trying to run it, right? Trying to make some money online. So I had to figure out what was most important at that time. You know, even though I had all those things and like so much pressure and all that, and I was, you know, I'm like at this age, everything's just messed up here. You know, you just gotta, everything's going too fast, you know? And so I had to like realize and like figure out what was most important. What did I need to focus the most on? Okay. So I started, when I first started my current business right now, the one we're doing, I actually like, I put it aside for like the first few weeks, because I didn't have much time. I was, you know, full-time college, full-time job. And so I didn't have much time, but then I realized I never have time. You'll never have time if you don't like do something right now, you know? So I just, I decided that like, no matter how many hours I needed, I'm going to get some things done. You know, if I had to stay up until 2, 3 a.m. and then wake up at 6, I was going to do it, because I knew it was going to happen eventually. I knew I was going to succeed eventually. It's a matter of time, you know? So that was another huge breakthrough. And then the last one, or the third one, is when I first started, I wanted to make money, period. I wanted to make money. That's it. That's all that was on my mind. But then as I started learning and then, you know, getting mentored and stuff, I realized what this whole industry is about, what this whole marketing is all about. And it's about helping others, you know, finding people who have the same struggles as you, who have the same pains, problems, you know. Maybe there is so many people that are going to college full time, that are, you know, going to, you know, they have a job full time. You know, I knew that like there are people that are going through the same thing as me, right? And all I had to do was find these people. It's easy, you know, and tell them about my experience. You know what I mean? And so finding those people and then just telling them about your experience, and that's really what it's all about. And that's what really took me from $0 to $11,000 in a month.
Congratulations, man. That was a really great breakdown of all your aha moments. So number one, it was overcoming like your basically lack of thinking that you could. So overcoming that, overcoming your thinking that something you thought was going to limit you was actually something you could leverage, which is the case for a lot of people, right? And number two is being able to be like in a position where you're able to just focus on one strategy, focus on making a decision. I'm going to do this. That's it, period. Right? And just making it work. So thank you so much for breaking those aha moments down. And, you know, I really, really think people should definitely take notes on that, because I think the key factor and the key message there was that what you think is limiting you can actually be your biggest leverage. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it seemed to have, there was a mouse. Squeak, squeak. I don't know what that was. Sorry. I just think your story is absolutely amazing. I'm actually really honoured to be listening to it. And I just want to know, you know, with all the information out there and how you've been so successful, what really attracted you to this particular business model?
I think the biggest thing of it is, I don't know why my mic. Okay. Okay.
Oh, you're back. It's that mouse.
Okay. So the biggest thing was, I hear myself.
Vishal, I think you have to mute. that better?
I think it should be good now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Yeah. So the biggest thing, with all the information that's out there, with all the other companies, with all the strategies that I've used, the biggest thing is the simplicity, the mentorship. In every other company that I've done more than one, and I haven't seen, like, they all have mentors. Every company has a mentor. Every company has leaders. But this is like having a millionaire mentor, little, is just absolutely, I can't even express, like, he's not only are the strategies really good, mindset, and having, like, getting to express yourself and express your naked soul is out of this world. Just it all helped me through all of these breakthroughs. Mentoring is what helped me break through them. I tried all those paid ads. I tried, I was getting traffic. Paid ads, they will get you a lot of traffic, but I would say quantity or quality is better than quantity, right? I was getting a lot of leads, getting a lot of eyes, a lot of I was getting attracted, but quality is better than quantity. So like having this, just the idea of developing a relationship with somebody and like building that relationship, a long lasting relationship, nobody else teaches. They're all about sending your link to somebody and then expecting them to sign up, and then you get a commission, right? Not how it works. And for the biggest time I thought that's the other way is how it works, and like I wanted to get it done quick. But then, I started, developing these relationships, building these relationships. And the biggest relationship that I built was with my mentor, with Lizelle. And like, when you build that relationship with somebody, recognize that they're going to help you through this. She cared so much. Like, I felt that she cared about me, about my success, more than she cared about her success. Right. So if you can find that somebody that's asking about, like, what's your dream? What does your dream life look like? How much do you want to make? How do you want to live? Right. If you find that somebody that's going to ask you about all these things, then go for it. You can't find that anywhere else. Like, we are so about, like, helping people, break through, helping people, make what they want to make, live the lifestyle they want. And that's what we're all about. And I truly, like, I couldn't find that anywhere else. This is absolutely amazing.
That's great. Yeah, that's a big reason why, because Michelle and I, we've been in the industry for actually 2 years. And for the first almost year and a half, we struggled. I mean, we were getting maybe $1,000, commissions here and there. Like, we were having maybe 2K months or 3K months. I think my best month was like 5 or 6K, but nothing that was, I didn't know the secrets to breaking through to the 10K months. I just felt like I was earning these small commissions, right? And it really, really did a full circle when you get the right information from the right people. And in our program, we have millionaire mentoring, and the clarity that you receive, and just like so many people we've interviewed and like yourself, the clarity you receive of how this business actually functions and what is actually effective in this business and what it's really about makes your income just skyrocket. It's like an explosion. And it was like the weirdest thing, right, Michelle, when right before we were like kind of just doing okay, and then we get involved with millionaire mentoring, we get involved with a business model where you can earn $1,000 instant commissions, like where you're being paid via PayPal. It was like an overnight success, and just a couple tweaks, and especially, from just focus and the mindset from it. And so Yaseen, we can definitely relate to a lot of things that you're saying, because, we've experienced it ourselves as well. So it's cool that we share that. And that's why we're seeing dozens and dozens of success stories of people earning not just their first $1,000 online, but their first 10K months or first 20K months or first, I think our best, like our two top earners, they earned over 100K in their first month, as well as we've had people earn 80K in 3 months. I mean, it's freaking unbelievable the amount of success we have in our program, and it's all heart-centered as well. So, you know, thanks for sharing that as far as, you know, why. You know, there's so much information out there. There's so many ebooks. There's so many courses. There's so many gurus. And, you know, what separates what separates it for me is the team duplication aspect and the ability. Oh, Michelle. I think there's a feedback on that.
I don't know. We've had technical difficulties.
No worries.
You can be technically challenged and still work this business. It's
right.
It's exactly. All okay. It's a learning curve.
So going into your 30 days of success, where you went from 0 to 11K, what did that focus look like? What did the average day look like for you? That was that split decision of pushing your business to the side and then getting into, you know, focus mode. What did that look like? You know, a lot of people are wondering, well, what does he do, you know, to do that?
Yeah, actually, I have a story that I'm afraid my dad might watch this, might want to watch it, but it's fine. So I was going to school full time, right? And to my dad, he doesn't care that I'm working. Right? I didn't pay the bills or anything. I lived with him, and he actually makes really good money. But he really like wanted me to go to school and like focus on my school, and didn't really care much about the job. And so I actually, even though he wanted me and stuff, like I had a goal and a vision, right, about my business. I wanted it to like happen, you know, I wanted a change really quickly, you know. So I was actually skipping school. I was skipping my classes and stuff. And so that was, yeah, he's gonna watch it and I'm gonna get in trouble, but it's all right. I started skipping school, and what I was doing was I knew that it was a lot of personal development, and that's something that school doesn't really teach you. Personal development, reading these books, you know, listening to audios. These are things that your teachers won't teach you. You know, these are things that, like, if you're ready to take control over your life and step into leadership, especially at a young age, you've got to be willing to start reading these books, listening to these audios. And so I started, you know, I would go, instead of going to school, I would go to like we have a beach nearby in a park. I would go there, and then I would just read books. You know, it wasn't all business and like not like always on my computer and stuff. Like I would go and like read, listen to these audios, listen to like Tony Robbins and all that, get my mindset ready, especially in the morning. And then I would go to like because I don't know, like at the house, like I wouldn't really focus, you know, like and work, because I would get distracted and stuff. And so I would like try to find places where I can work, you know, and that's the biggest thing. But before that, before I was able to do all that, I would go to the job, or I would go to work, and like all these, like I would work 5 to 8 hours, and all that basically I gained nothing out of that except the $10 an hour. That's all I gained out of that. And so that took a big like chunk out of my day, but I still kept my mindset, you know, and so I would, you know, go to work. And so after that, but before that, so I had a vision like about quitting my job. I had a vision that I wanted to make $2,000 to be able to quit my job. making like 1,000, 1,500 at my job, right? So I had a vision. Like, you've got to set that vision and like know how much you need to quit that job. You know, that's why we ask, like, every time I talk to somebody, so how much, what's your vision? How much would you like to make, or how much do you need to make to quit your job? And then how much do you need to live that lifestyle you want? You know, the lifestyle of travel, you know, of freedom, doing the things you want, spending more time with your family and not worrying about money, you know, or bills or all that. So like, I had a vision that I needed $2,000 to quit my job. And so I did that. You know, I got that done, $2,000, and I was out of that job. I was just, you know, I was just jumping up and down. And I was like, you know what? Because I didn't really hate the job, but I hated my boss, honestly. I couldn't stand having like somebody telling you what to do, and like, you know, having to be there is like the biggest thing. You know, why should I have to be there to be able to quit, to like make money when people are doing this? You know, when people are being like traveling, like people are at home doing the things that they want and still make money, you know? And so I knew it was possible. So once I hit that $2,000, I was out of my job. And then that gave me a little bit more time to, you know, focus on my business. And so after I quit that, I would spend, like, some people think that they can like start their business and then they can just automate it and then they're done, you know? So like, they wouldn't spend much time on it. And like, they would think, you know, you're working 8 hours. You're happy with working 8 hours for $10 an hour, but you're not willing to spend, you know, 8 hours on your business and make $5,000, $10,000 months. You know, that just makes no sense. And so I was putting as much time, as much work as I possibly can on it. And that's when the big things happened, after I was putting more time into it, because the job was taking too much of my time. But then after that, once I started having more time, spending more time into it, you know, connecting with new people, developing new relationships, that's when I hit that $10,000, $11,000 a month, you know, because I had that more time. But then going back, you know, day and night, I started my day with reading these books, development, and then I would end my day with the personal development and the training. The training is the biggest thing. And I can't even express how happy I get when we have like a millionaire mentoring session with Darren. Like, I wish. Problem is, he doesn't like really schedule it or anything, or like plan it. So that's kind of a problem, because like sometimes you don't know when it's going to be. But when it's like at night and you're available, you're just, you know what, I'm on it. I don't care what I'm doing right now. I'm dropping everything and I'm getting on, you know? And like with any business, doesn't matter. Like, if you have like a mentoring session or like just a group hangout, and if you're not attending these, then, and you're not making money, then that's the reason. You know, that's the reason you're not making money. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, so personal development, putting more time into it, just doing business. And then also right now that I'm like, you know, at $11,000 a month, and like, I know what I'm doing and stuff, I can spend more time with my mom, you know, because, so my brothers, they're kind of older now, so they all go to school, and my dad works. So right now, and my mom kind of, we come from a place where like they didn't get much education, you know, like my mom didn't get much education. And so she's at home, she takes care of the house and everything. And so when I used to be gone for work and like gone for school, stay with her, you know, like to just, you know, hang out with her. And so right now I get to spend more time with her and like still work on my business and still make money. So that's that you can't beat that, you know?
That's so great. And that's a big reason why people want to either be really successful with their online business or are on the path of going from their 9-to-5 to an online business. It's because they want to spend more time with family. And that's definitely a big reason why Michelle and I went into it, as well as travel, because, you know, being a part of, you know, being wanting to travel the world requires more expense, right? You know, you need that access. And so a big thing for us was to be able to live mobily with our family and be able to travel anywhere and anytime. So, you know, Yaseen, you're able to just pick up once you're, you know, on school break, you're able to pick up and you can go anywhere you want and still be able to, you know, work from your laptop or your phone or wherever you have internet connection, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Go ahead, Michelle.
Yeah, I love that you're doing personal development, and it's so key to the success in our business because, you know, we hear even from our mentor, you know, 80% or 90 or 95% success is down to mindset and 5% is strategy. So it's really cool to hear that, you know, you took yourself off to the beach, even if you wagged school, and read personal development. I think that's amazing. So do you have like top 3 books that you can recommend for people who are struggling online or who are wanting to start out online and need to, you know, educate grey matter in here?
Yeah, I actually do. The biggest book that I started this particular business model that we're doing is called it's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. And like when I knew that this model is a leadership development and also a relationship business model, I knew that I had to find some way or some book that would help me, you know, how to deal with people and like how to find their pains, their problems, all of that. And so this is a great book, how to, you know, like how to deal with people, you know, different kinds of people, how to win, you know, people's interest and, you know, how to get them interested and stuff. And then so that's about dealing with people. And then Think and Grow Rich. I'm sure a lot of people know that book by Napoleon Hill. And so that book, yeah, gets your mindset ready and stuff, get your mindset, like shows you the possibility that anything is possible, you know, as long as you put your mind into it, you really desire it, then anything is possible. So that's another great book. And then the third book is kind of, I would say it's kind of up to you. You know, it's where you find yourself really. Like some people find themselves like in stories. They like just reading stories, taking a break, like fiction and all that. And then some people like, you know, like their holy textbooks and stuff, like where they can find hope and stuff. And so it's up to you. I personally read our holy textbook. It's called the Quran. But it's all up to you, you know, where you find yourself, where you find hope, where, you know, it's away from business. Like it's not all about business and stuff. But those are the 3 top books that I've been reading for the past few weeks.
Oh, that's awesome. That's, yeah. I mean, they say reading is the window to the soul, and you just become a knowledge bank of information. So even if you read like 10 minutes a day or 10 pages a day, by the end of the year you would have read a dozen books. So that's awesome. So thank you for sharing that. And before we head off, we'd love to see you share your screen if you don't mind, just to show what's possible in this business, even if you are 19 years old or 18. Could be 17, but you need your parents to come.
Okay, give me 1 second.
So as Yaseen is sharing his screen, for those of you that are watching, you know, if you have certain questions, feel free in the window here. It's Expat Prosperity, the Expat Prosperity Show page. Make sure in the Facebook comment section below that you're shooting us your questions our way, because we'll answer them and we'll be happy to share more information on exactly what we're doing. And right here, Yaseen's going to share his screen and make sure that his is the top screen, Michelle.
Okay. Yep, we can see your screen.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Internet's kind of slow. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay, almost there. I like how this thing rolls.
I love when it climbs up.
Hold on 1 second.
There you go. 11,400. That's amazing. 12,000. Is it going to go up anymore?
Yeah, I closed this yesterday, actually.
Oh, we need to change our title then.
Yeah, it was too late to tell you guys. It's fine.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. So it's just to show you, what is possible out there if you plug into the system, connect with the Millennium Mentor, connect with this, listen to the trainings, and do what we're told to do. Follow the formula. Then it works.
Definitely. So what you guys saw was obviously a back office. And for those of you that have been following us and are familiar with our Millionaire Mentoring business model, so Exodus Elite is our vehicle, is our affiliate program where we utilize the product inside of Exodus Elite, which is a digital library of marketing material, personal development material that Yaseen was just talking about, of health and wellness material, actual strategies that are working right now for either the brand new newbie marketer or brand new newbie business owner to the advanced entrepreneur who's looking to improve all areas of our life. And that is where the commissions are coming from, guys, is a product digital library. And it's absolutely amazing. And on top of that, being a part of our program, our group that Yaseen, Michelle, Lizelle, myself, as well as other people we've interviewed here, being a part of our Millionaire Mentoring group under our Millionaire Mentors, Darren Little and Ari Maccabee, you get access to our campaigns, you get access to our copy, you get access to $10,000 worth of Millionaire Mentoring. Like Yaseen was talking about, how we do live Millionaire Mentoring sessions where you get to look at the back office of Darren and Ari as they post to their wall, as they talk to prospects, as they do their marketing campaigns, as they create their posts, everything and beyond. It's really the most clarity you can get when it comes to being in the personal development and online marketing and leadership business model. So, if you're sitting here and you're like, oh my gosh, how can I get a hold of this formula? How can I get a hold of Millionaire Mentoring, this strategy, and work with these like-minded and successful individuals? Then you're definitely in the right place, because if you're on our Expat Prosperity Show page, you can of course click the link below in order to fill out the application to work with us. You can also reach out to the person that sent you here and ask them for more information, and they'll be happy to chat with you and see where you are at and where you want to go, because that's what we're all about, is making sure that this is right for you, because mentoring is a serious thing, and we want to make sure that we're bringing in serious people and serious entrepreneurs who really want to take their life to the next level. So if you want to work with us, great, we're happy to have you. If you need more info, reach out to the person that sent you here, and we're happy to give you more information about our Millionaire Mentoring and how we've been able to become prosperous online, be able to travel the world, be able to work from home. And Yaseen being 19 years old, earning $12K in 30 days, man. Freaking amazing. And so thank you so much for coming on our show. This is episode 4. Michelle, do you have any closing thoughts? Or Yaseen, do you have any closing thoughts?
Oh, I
just want to go ahead.
On that note, no, I just want to say it's been a real honor and a privilege to listen to you. And, I always pick up some valuable information. So even myself, I was writing a note, like, oh, must remember that. So So thank you so much for being here, and yeah, we look forward to following your success, and I'll let you say you can sign off for us.
Yeah, it's been an honor and a pleasure, and I think another breakthrough, because now I'm gonna start doing more live videos. I'm gonna start shooting more videos. So that was great. And like you guys have been like, you know, seeing the success throughout the team, like different people from all over the world, different ages, you know, single moms, people are traveling the world like Kim, and like still making that, you know, lifestyle. And you know, Michelle is a single mom making $10,000 in her first month. Like that was just like having that like is in itself is such a motivation and inspiration. So that's thank you so much for that. And yeah, I'm all out.
Cool. Excellent. Thank you guys, and we will see you next week. I believe it's going to be Instagram training.
Yeah, Instagram next week.
Instagram, we'll go over the basics of setting up an Instagram account, creating a compelling bio and what to post, and some other cool tips and tricks that we have learned on our Instagram journey. So thank you so much for watching us, episode number 4, and we're out.
Bye, guys.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.